That picture said it all. Garland. Mobley cracks home the alley-oop. Excuse me, Doc Rivers. Sixers, I should say. We're in here to take on the Celtics a couple of days ago as that Garland shot goes. Here's Garland high stepping into the forecourt. Accelerates the basket. Dumps off the Mobley. Gets fouled. Puts it up.
He just went into no man's land that time.
Mobley, no look from Garland. And can fill it up. Garland pokes it away from behind. Love launches one. Garland over the shoulder. Drops to a 4-0. Tonight's matchup and that game against the Hawks. Garland, no look to market it. Oh.
Cavs will have to definitely use defense in this half.
Okoro runs the floor. Into the air. Can Garland get it back? He does. Bad news at the shot clock down to 2. Long shot. No! He got the roll. Here inside Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Garland floats. Got it! Garland waits for an Allen screen. Skips underneath. Finds the cutter. Mobley comes up, provides a screen. Rejected. Oh!
She got a thing for Chanel vintage that dropped before she could speak English. Do you love me and love seeking attention?
What's up, YouTube? It's Ron back in the video to show the big body banger to Takeover 222 video. Now, first and foremost, make sure you like and subscribe. We're on the road 3K. You know what I'm saying? Today, I'm the builder. And look what I'm going to show with this Darius Garland build video. Yes, sir. This wasn't requested, but I am currently in Alaska. It is like midnight. I'm annoying my roommates. Yeah, maybe. Am I annoying my roommates? I just asked my roommates, but yeah, I'm in Alaska right now still. But you know, I just pre-recorded these videos, so I can't really get any requests right now. But I'm, you know, taking a list of all y'all requests, so don't worry about it. Once again, it is midnight. I'm tired. I have no energy. I want to sleep. I just made a diss track too. That's cool. I'm oversharing, but yeah, Darius Garland, first time All-Star this year. He's been having a really crazy year. He's been averaging like 20 points, I think around 10 assists, if not over 10 assists. I feel like he really reminds me of a Chris Paul type of player. He's just very lethal from the mid-range. He can shoot the spot up 3. On top of that, he's just a pure playmaker. Like, he's a pure point guard. And I see him taking over for Chris Paul when Chris Paul retires eventually, because, you know, Chris Paul's kind of old. You know, it's coming up where Chris Paul's going to retire in the next 4 or 5 years. And that's a little sad. But yeah, but without further ado, let's get right into the pie charts that I used for this Darius Garland build. So what I used was a playmaking and shooting pie chart, but the one with more playmaking than shooting. And as we know, Darius Garland is a pretty knockdown shooter. You know, if you leave him open, he's going to knock down the shot, whether it's mid-range or three-pointer. And for physical profile, I went with the speed pie chart. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. Darius Garland is 6'1", so we're not going for any speed and vertical. You know, we don't have to worry about nothing crazy. It's just straight speed with him. That's why I say he's the last of the pure point guards who's actually like good, because you don't see too many pure point guards who are actually good, like Ricky Rubio and Chris Paul, and now it's just Darius Garland. Everybody else is kind of like gone. All the other point guards are either scoring point guards or just like role-playing point guards. And Darius Garland can score, but he prefers to create for his team. So I guess that's what separates him from just the current modern day NBA, you know, NBA point guard. I just said NBA. That was weird, but you get what I'm trying to say. Now you see with the build, I, you know, have enough 3-point shot. I have enough mid-range shot. It's pretty deadly from 3 and mid-range. Now ball handling as well. You're going to be able to have the pro dribble moves. Only that, speed boosting, I believe they took it out for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's back in. I am not sure. That's up for y'all to know. But yeah, with that 85 and 84 mid-range and 3-point shot, you know, once you hit 99, it'll be 89 and 88. And I believe when you adjust the height and wingspan and stuff, it'll, you know, move with it. But just know that that's a very high 3-point shot, especially for a playmaking shot creating build. Now, obviously, there's no defense. Don't expect defense out of Darius Garland. He's undersized, so he's not like point guard where he's not like Chris Paul where he can like make up for his size with like good I guess, timing to steal the ball. So he's not there yet. So defense, he only has 1 badge. But, you know, you see with the finishing, he has a good amount of badges because he loves that teardropper. He can really finish over big man. He's really good at that. And you'll see, I represented that pretty well. I dropped his weight all the way down so that he gets the highest speed. And the wingspan, you want to put it up just a little bit. You don't want to max it out, but you want to just up a little bit just so you don't lose too much shooting. Now for the takeover, you want the playmaking takeover, obviously, but you could also go shot creating, or not shot creating, or sharpshooting takeover. And as you see right here in the shades of, we get Darius Garland, and it's a satisfying feeling when in 2K gives you the player that you are trying to make, because it means that you did your job right. So, you know, just subscribe. I did my job right, did what I had to do. And you see right here, like I said, with the 6 finishing badges, you have pretty good freedom to work with. You know, with most play shot builds, you don't have too many finishing badges, so this is a breath of fresh air, really. And you see all the playmaking badges you get. And that one little itty bitty defense badge, I would probably put that on pickpocket if I were you. And, you know, maybe one day Darius Garland will have that defense in his bag. He should honestly start talking to Chris Paul if he can or whatever, and try to get, I guess you get training. You can train defense. I don't know, defense is a hard thing to train, but I think he can learn that timing and learn how to use his size to get steals, because obviously you're closer to the ground. With all these taller players, it takes a longer time for them to dribble the ball, you know, down to the ground. So that's what Chris Paul does a real good job at that. And if Darius Garland can do that on defense, maybe he'll have more than just 1 defensive rebounding badges on a Just Drew 2K YouTube build. But you see right here, you still play pretty good defense, and on top of that, your passing and scoring is very elite. You know, you can get to the bucket at will because you're fast enough and your ball handling is good enough. But obviously you're undersized, so, you know, if you're in like 2s or whatever, all they need to do is a pick and roll or a screen to switch, or even if it's a taller guard, he will just cook you. So you have to be wary of that, you know, with this type of build. But it's obviously really good for 3v3 and rec, and just if you're just playing casual in my career. You see right here with the playmaking takeover, I'm just taking angles left and right. You know, it's nothing but a thing. But yeah, I really did like to see Darius Garland's growth, especially for the Cavs. And Colin Sexton's not even in, and they're like what, number 4, number 3 seed. So when Colin Sexton gets back, hopefully by the playoffs, you know, I'm assuming that they're going to be very, you know, they're going to be elevated, because they had Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, Colin Sexton, Darius Garland, and whoever they have, well, Isaac Okoro. That is a great starting 5. It's young, you know, ready. Obviously, you know, they're young and they're undersized a little bit, but they have a chance, and I'm rooting for them. It's actually cool to see them do good after the LeBron era, which felt like 20 years. So, you know, hopefully that they go far in the playoffs. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You're on the road to 3K. I'm out. Peace.